Welcome to my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. Wherever you're watching this video from, I say welcome to this platform. Okay, so this is question 11, and the question is on cubic function. Okay, so we know that cubic function must have a power 3 as its highest degree. So if you can see nicely, this is x, and the brackets here, they mean multiplication. So if you say x times x, you definitely get a power 3, which would just be x power 3. So that's a thing. All right, so we've got the first question here where they want us to calculate the value of r. So where is r? R is right here. So how do we get to find the value of r? So let me show you nicely. Remember, we earlier on communicated that if you'll be writing your GCE exam, it's very important that you stick to the basic or the key or the 10 key topics. So this is the second one. First, we looked at statistics is one of the topics that you must know. So the second topic that you must know, which carries more marks, is cubic functions. All right, so for this one, to first find the value of r, we shall get the given equation. So we've got y is equal to x, open bracket, x power 2 minus 4, and close there. So now, what is it that we're supposed to do on this equation? We just look at the letter, the given letter, and we go on top. What value do we have? It's negative 2. So you can see we are trying to find the value of r. So the value of r, it's under y-axis. We shall say this is r equal to, where there is x, we are going to put the value that we have on top. So it will be open bracket, negative 2, close, open, negative 2, close, power 2, minus a 4, like that. So I'm kindly encouraging you to develop the idea of putting the number, okay, the value of x inside the brackets if it has got a negative sign. So if you can see, we have a negative 2. Remember to always put it inside the brackets. So on your calculator, you can punch these values, and when you punch, I guess you are getting a 2 here. It's negative 2 actually. Here it will be positive 4 minus 4, okay? Positive 4 minus 4, which will give us negative 2 here, 0 there, and when we work out, you find that the value of r is just a 0, like this. So maybe the question that you may be asking at this point is that why are we putting this inside the brackets? Understand this. Let me just show you something. When you've got a negative 2, like this, and then you put a power 2, this will simply mean negative 2 times positive 2, which will give us a negative 4. You see? So again, when you've got a negative 2 inside the brackets and a negative sign here, it means negative 2 times negative 2, which will give us what? A positive 4, because negative times negative is positive. 2 times 2, it's a 4. So this is why you always need to put a number with a negative inside the brackets. Okay? So let's now go to question 2 and see what we're supposed to do. All right, so for question 2 here, they are saying using a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 1 unit, okay? On the x-axis for negative 3 is less or equal to x less or equal to 3, and 2 centimeters to represent 10 units. On the y-axis for negative 20 is less or equal to y, less or equal to 20. Draw the graph of y is equal to x, open bracket, x squared minus 4, close, just like that. So the key point here is the scale here and here. So along the x-axis, because we know that x-axis is like this, y-axis is like this, okay? So along the x-axis, we shall start from -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, up to 3. So these are the boundaries where you're supposed to start and where you're supposed to end. And you'll be moving in ones, okay? So if it's in ones, meaning you'll be moving if it's 1, 2, like just like that, 3, 4, just like that. For the next one, the key point also is this one. You'll be moving in tens because they have said 10 units. So you'll be moving in tens. Going upwards, it will be 10, 20, okay? Downwards, it will be -10 up to -20. This is the lower limit and this is the upper limit or the boundaries. Okay, so now let's try to put this information on our graph paper. All right, as usual, you get your ruler nicely. So you put it somewhere here if you are comfortable with it. We know that it's starting from 3, -1, -2, -1, 0. So our 0 will be right here, 1, 2, 3, up to here. So we now know where we're supposed to end and where we're supposed to start. So you do your line like this, okay? So this is our x-axis. You even show that this is a x-axis. So this is where our 0 is. Our 1 will be here, 2, and a 3. Remember where the range or the bound, the range was ending. It was ending at 3. Going to the negative side, it is -1, -2, up to -3, just like that. So we do our y-axis now. Our y-axis will pass somewhere here. So it will look like this. Okay. So for our y-axis, we know that it's 10, 20, there, we end. This is y-axis. And going downwards, it's supposed to be -10, -20, just like that. Okay. So now, if we look nicely at the coordinates, let's look at the coordinates and see what we're talking about. The first set of coordinates here is -3, -1, -2, 0. We have found the value of y to be equal to 0. -1, 3, 0, 0, 1, -3, 2, 0, 3, 15. Just like that. So these are the coordinates we are supposed to plot. So let's start. So -3 is right here, 15. So if you can see, -15. If this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 is somewhere here. So where are they meeting? So if you want, you can just follow this line because this is -3. 15, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 15 is right here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's over here. So you must show. The next one is -2, 0. It's over here. Next one is -1, 3. So this is -1, 1, 2, 3. So 3 is over here. Next is 0, 0, it's here. Next is 1, 3, it's over here. The next one is 2, 0, it's right here. And the last one is 3, 15. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just like that. So these are the coordinates that we need to join. So we go like that. And remember, you must use a pencil as you are working on this. Your graph must look nice. Okay, so after you've done that, you show even the arrows. You even write here that y is equal to x, open bracket, x squared minus 4. You write the equation. So this is a graph we have right here. Okay. So now, the next question here, they're saying, using a graph, okay? So let me show you the question. So here they are saying using your graph to solve the equations x, that's a x open bracket x squared minus 4 close is equal to 0. So how do you solve this one? Now look at this. If you can see nicely, the equation which we have, it's y is equal to x open bracket x squared minus 4. So let me just show you something. What we are trying to solve is like this. There's something that I want you people to understand. We are trying to solve x, okay? Let me write it properly. We're trying to solve x open bracket x squared minus 4 is equal to a 0, okay? So here we use the idea of matching. You look at the given equation. The given equation here, the one that we've just graphed, it's a y is equal to what? To x open bracket x power 2 minus 4 is equal to a 0. So now if you can see nicely, oh sorry, here don't put a 0. If you can see nicely, this part is the same as this part. So why can't we just say y is equal to 0? Or in other ways, you just get what is this side. You let it be equal to y. So you just say y is equal to 0 and you graph this. So y is equal to 0. Let's check on our graph paper. So when we say y is equal to 0, here it's y is equal to negative 10. Y is equal to 0, it's here. Y is equal to 10, it's a line which will go like this. So y is equal to 0, it will be this line. When you graph like this, this is y is equal to 0. Now, where are you going to get the solutions? So solution number 1 is right here. You say x is equal to negative 2. Another one here, x is equal to what? To 0. Here, x is equal to 2. So you get where this graph is meeting the line that you've done. So this is y is equal to 0 and the graph it's right here. So they are intersecting here, get the x value here, get the x value here, get the x value right here. So you even indicate now on your graph paper. Remember question 1 supposed to be on the graph paper. So we said r is equal to 0. So now this is question what? Question 3. Question 3a, you shall say x is equal to negative 2. X is equal to what? To 0. X is equal to a 2. So where they are intersecting here, here, and here. So those are the solutions. We go to the next question where they're saying, the question looks like this. X, okay, open bracket, x squared minus 4 is equal to 2. So the same idea, the same concept, we just say y is equal to a 2. What is this side? Y is equal to 2. So we graph y is equal to 2. So let's check on our graph paper. Y is equal to 2 will be right here. Because this is y is equal to 0, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 is here. So we do our line like this, y is equal to 2. You graph your line like that. So this is y is equal to a 2. Now, where is this graph meeting this line meeting the graph? It's here, here, and here. So when you look nicely down here, what is the x value straight with this point here? This is negative 1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 2, negative 2 here. So this is 1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. So this is x is equal to negative 1.7. What about here? This is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So this is negative 0.5. That is x here, right here, the x value. What about here? This is 2.1.2. So you write now for B, x is equal to negative 1.7 here, and here it's a negative 0.5. Here it will be negative, 2.2. So these are the values or the solutions to this question. Okay. All right. So the next question here, they are saying, let's check. They are saying find the value of x. Find the equation of the normal to the curve. Y is equal to x squared minus x plus 4 at the point negative 1, 6. So basically here, what you need to do for normal, you just need to copy. Okay, so we shall say this is a question B. Okay, 11B. So you just copy the given equation. So this is the equation that we've been given, if you've seen nicely. So now to do normal, and the point is a negative 1, 4. So for normal here, you just find the dy dx. So what is the dy dx of this? Dy dx, it will be 2x minus 1. Okay? So when you do that, you come and plug the value of x here. Okay, you just get this point, put it here. You say your m, which is the gradient, it will be 2 open bracket negative 1 minus 1. So when you work out, it will be equal to negative 3. So a gradient is equal to negative 3. So after getting this gradient, since they're saying it's normal to the curve, you are going to get the gradient 1. This is gradient 1, or you can say this is gradient 1, this will be gradient 2, or if this is just m, this will be m1. So your m2 will be equal to 1 over 3. Remember what we do when trying to find perpendicular. This is the same as perpendicular, the process of finding the gradient of a perpendicular line, where you change the sign. It was positive, it was negative, put positive, and you reciprocate. You put a 1 on top, this 3 becomes down. So when you do that, you come to this. I guess you all know this formula. It's for finding equation of a straight line. So when you come to this formula, where there is y, put a 4, is equal to 1 over 3. Where there is x, put a negative 1 plus a c. You work out things. This is giving us negative 1 over 3 plus c. You solve for c. So this is how it will look like when you solve for c. So what is our c here? Our c will simply be equal to, this is 13 over 3. It will be equal to 13 over 3. So you find the lowest common denominator, which is a 3. 3 into 1 into 3, it's 3. 3 times 4, it's 12. 12 plus 1, it's a 13. So now to write your final answer, we shall just say y is equal to 1 over 3x, this 1 over 3, plus the c here, it's 13 over 3. You can either leave your answer like this, it's fine. Okay, just like that. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you need more of these works and more of the help in mathematics, English, additional mathematics, biology, science, civic education, RE, and commerce, please just get in touch with us right here. And the good part is that for now, we are focusing on the most important topics that do not miss in an exam. And this is the right time that you can get in touch with us. Okay, you WhatsApp or call that number. We'll be able to respond back to you. So if you want the code, it's 26 here. 26 096 917 5701. Thank you and bye.